And I'm deeply concerned about reporting that indicates that you designed the plan to abuse the National Emergency Act to circumvent laws passed by Congress by moving military construction money to build a border wall. Do you commit? So my question for you, sir, is do you commit to not recommend the use of presidential emergencies to accomplish the president's policy agenda?
Senator, with regard to that instance in our first term, we were specifically using the transfer authority that had been provided in the language of the Department of Defense appropriations to be able to transfer that authority to the Army Corps of Engineers for its use on the border wall. It was specifically a transfer authority that Congress had given the president in the underlying appropriation.
Well, I don't disagree that you're going to follow the best as possible to the every dot when it comes to the Constitution.
You said that OMB was not an agency where you had a bureaucratic problem, but which bureaucracies specifically do you believe have been weaponized?
Again, I'm not going to get into all of the agencies that I believe have some of those characteristics.
Let's give an example of one.
I think the Department of Justice is clearly one that has bureaucracies within it that engaged in trying to take out their own president during the first term. The extent to which the FBI goes and investigates someone that comes to a school board meeting in Loudoun County for being concerned about the situation with his daughter and then gets investigated as a domestic terrorist.
I remain optimistic about President Trump's nominee, Russ Vought. Mr. Vought has been a consistent advocate for fiscal sanity and has continually suggested strategies to decrease excess spending. The director of OMB plays a pivotal role in our economy, especially now. Our government is over $36 trillion in debt, and the Congressional Budget Office predicts an average of about $2 trillion per year for the next 10 years. No end in sight. We need someone with the strength of character, like Mr. Vought, to put the foot down, to put the hammer down and say enough's enough. Mr. Vought is well qualified for this role, having previously served as the director in both an official and acting capacity, and as well as being the deputy director. As director, Mr. Vought will be tasked with spearheading the president's budget. He will also be tasked with overseeing agency use of funds, coordinating agency activities across the federal government, and working with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy's Department of Government Efficiency. However, unless the new administration has the courage to tackle entitlement reform, the national debt will continue to explode. I support Mr. Vought's nomination, and I remain hopeful that the incoming administration will take the necessary steps to restore fiscal sanity.
Well, I don't disagree that you're going to follow the best as possible to the every dot when it comes to the Constitution.